This is a Brawl Network production. You're listening to the Warriors Brawl Podcast.
Curry, long distance, puts it in! Stephen Curry with another! They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Here are your hosts, comedians, and Golden State Warrior die-hard fans, Eli and Derek.
Warriors, bro. We are back.
Warriors, bro.
Today.
Steph Curry's amazing.
Ooh, that's every week. Today on Warriors Brawl, Steph Curry takes his rightful place as an all-star starter once again.
Yes.
Kelly Oubre's resurgence. Are we seeing the return of Tsunami Papi? Genealogists say
He's
yes,
back like the
we
Mac.
are.
He's back like the Mac.
We're going to cover the Warriors' big win over the only team in New York that matters, the Knicks. Sorry, Kevin Durant. Nobody gives a fuck about the Nets.
Technically, they're in Brooklyn. They're in Brooklyn, so that's not really.
That's New
New York City.
That's New York City. Come on, 5 boroughs. Come on. Anyway, we're gonna record yesterday, but I wanted to see what happened with the Knicks game.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do a show just talking about those dumb losses, because those were some bad.
Want to get a W? Yeah, those losses reek of. What the fuck?
Listen, the Draymond ejection and the we can go into all that, but we were without Steph Curry, and the fact that we came so close. I mean, it could have gone either way. There was a couple missed calls. Yeah. I mean, it's just he makes our whole offense go.
He has to control his emotions. He's like Ginger from Casino. He needs to calm down. It's like, dude, it's the end of the game. You already had this big bullseye on your back from past transgressions. I know that's not fair, but you made your bed, lie in it. Shut the fuck up for the end of the game, and maybe you pull that one out without the great Steph Curry.
I know it was a heartbreaker, but I mean the one against the Orlando Magic was even worse, man.
That's unnecessary right there.
We had a fucking 13, 16, whatever lead in the fourth. I was like, what the fuck?
We're relaxing.
That's not our MO. Our MO is a comeback, feisty, fight to the end team, and it just, against them. I don't know. So
that happens so much in sports, though, right?
Right, especially in a long season.
You don't get up for the teams you should beat. And then they find a way to whoop that ass.
It's just hard because, right now, the West is so stacked that all these games, they just seem to have so much weight. And I have to remember that's a long season, but,
it's halfway over now, man. Almost.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's 70 games this year, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's like they add up.
Right.
So you don't want to be looking at the 8th spot 2 games away at the end of the year, knowing that you lost to these teams you should have beat.
Exactly.
Like what, Charlotte and Orlando? Yeah. Dude, you talking about the ass crack of the league?
Right. And now we're close to Denver, right? We can catch them, and we're close. Yeah, I don't know if I believe if the Spurs are all that yet. They're ahead of us. Portland's on a 3-game slide, so there is a possibility that we can rise in the
I
ranks.
legitimately think the spots 4 through 8 are up for grabs.
Who's in 4? Phoenix?
Phoenix, yeah.
We ain't catching Phoenix.
We can catch Phoenix. Why not? You only 4 games behind. Yeah, 4 games behind. You can catch them.
Yeah, but they're so. I mean, they just seem really good.
And how many games have you not had? Draymond? How many games have you not had your full roster?
A lot.
Yeah, and you're only 4 games behind, man. It's totally feasible.
Well,
you got to believe, brother.
Thankfully,
raise your hands to the sky, brother, and pray to the basketball god and say, "I believe."
We do. Well, that's what we. I did have this. Thought that even if we stay in the 8th spot, I would, even though they're playing lights out right now, I'd much rather.
Want the 8th spot.
No, but I'm saying, let me tickle your gooch with this, okay?
Pause.
If we land in the 8th spot, then we'll most likely face the Jazz in the first round, which I'd much rather face than fucking LeBron James, Anthony Davis, or Kawhi Leonard, and those boys in the basement of Staples Center.
I looked at the Jazz the other day.
The
boys are rolling.
We got the Jazz. Yeah, they're fucking good.
They were losing. Somebody was smacking them up. I think it was the Clippers. And then here come the 3-point barrage and Spider-Man Mitchell.
Spider-Man Mitchell, the fucking French kiss, Rudy Gobert.
Captain COVID himself. I think you want to avoid those top 3 teams. Or it's a definite first-round exit, in my view. Against any of those, I think.
Yeah. Although,
but you want that second round, man. That'd be some positive momentum to build up on when Clay comes back, yo.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to get in first, and you guys are right there, knocking on Cancun's door.
I know.
You like what? A game ahead of the Mavericks.
So if we get to the 5th spot, then we'll face Phoenix probably in the first round, and that's doable. Especially because Chris Paul gets hurt every fucking year. So
you think the best chance is to slide up to 5? Because you said you're not catching the Suns.
No. But the difference
they are trending upward.
The difference between the 5th and the 4th ain't that much. It's the same.
It's just home court, and what is home court this year?
Yeah.
Actually, by that time, they might be letting people in.
I think they're going to do a bubble, but we'll see.
Yeah, they should.
But yeah, so 2 tough losses, and like I said, every loss this seemed like a game that had more weight, but thankfully we're getting our team back. We had our veteran center Loon come back in, and he's just such a calming force, and my boy fucking Jimmy Wiseman
back out there looking great, doing 14 points in 15 minutes. Like, this guy's a scoring machine, and he still looks a little lost on defense. He still looks a little awkward, but he's just so big and strong, and he's a monster out there.
and he's exactly what we need, particularly with Clay gone. Because you have that high pick and roll with Steph and Dre, at the top of the whatever, and Steph gets double teamed obviously, and Draymond, can't hit the ocean with the ball, so he just has to drive in.
All he does is pass now. That's all he has left is passing.
Yeah, but
and ejections.
Easy. There is nothing more electrifying.
I'm rooting for him.
There is nothing more electrifying in Chase Arena than when Draymond hits a 3. Okay, everyone goes absolutely nuts, and the whole team.
That's what they play in his highlight when he's getting introduced.
Yeah.
You know what they should play?
What?
A rep going 2, 3, you're out of here.
All right. Draymond's playing well, man. He gets over 10 assists a game.
He is definitely quarterbacking the situation on offense and defense, I think, which is very valuable.
And he's crucial to James Wiseman's development, which we're going to need him next year for going Clay, Steph, Dre, Wiggins.
Ooh, that's going to be nice. That could be a nice little combination.
That's a nice little lineup.
And you got LeBron James getting old, too. The window's opening.
Right. And, I'm not the only person who thinks that it's out of the realm of possibility that Kawhi Leonard, who's one of the top athletes in the league, wants to win championships, wants to be relevant. I know he wanted to be in L.A. Bay Area is close enough to L.A., but
that's a question for him. Is it close enough? That's a question for him.
That's a question for him.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: I think he can opt out of his contract at the end of this year. I think he can leave at the end of this year if he wants to.
So you think he's looking at Paul George side eyes like, man, do I want to be with him?
I mean, Paul George is playing better. We'll see if playoff P reemerges this postseason, and I mean that in a bad way.
Right? That's the only. He's been bottoming him out since he called himself that.
So I think, look, if you're Kawhi Leonard, you don't want to play with LeBron James. You already said no last time around. And LeBron comes with a lot of drama. You look at the Nets, and if anybody's going to be able to stop them, honestly, what other team could Kawhi Leonard go to that would give him a legitimate shot at winning a title outside of the Lakers?
What's the owner of the Clippers name?
Or the Warriors? What?
What's the Steve Ballmer?
Steve Ballmer, yeah.
Ballmer.
Yeah.
If Kawhi leaves, Steve Ballmer's going to put a hitman on him.
I would feel so bad for them, man. They just can't catch a break.
They got a Brazilian there
Yeah.
leading the whole charge, and they still struggling.
Right.
But like I don't think Kawhi.
It also might
I don't think Kawhi would leave just to stack the deck like that. He's not that type of dude, and that's what it's going to look like if he goes there. They got Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Wiseman. That's stacking the deck. He's not. If he wanted to stack the deck, he would have went to L.A. with LeBron and.
Yeah, but it's one thing.
I think he's a throwback.
What do you mean throwback?
He wants to earn it. He's not these new guys teaming up to buddy. He did call in Paul George.
Well, listen, I don't think that'll happen either. And like I said, I don't know. I mean, yeah, with LeBron a year older and with that other five that I just mentioned, with the Wiggins and the James Wisemans of the world, like I think that they could maybe stack up with them. But dude, these fucking Nets, man, they just look too fucking good.
They haven't even filled out their roster yet, man.
I know, but you got I don't care.
It's crazy.
You could fucking put fucking,
Derek Thompson. I could be out there shooting 15-foot shots, and I'm hitting them all. Bam, bam.
Yeah,
because you gotta pay so much attention to the other guys.
You could do fucking KD, Kyrie Irving, fucking James Harden, and then fill out the rest of the roster with like Lance Stevenson and Boban Marjanovic, and you still make the fucking.
Who do you think is the best matchup for them? It's kind of weird, right? Because you need two good wing defenders, which the Clippers have, but then you need a presence at the rim, which they don't. LA got a presence at the rim, but only one good wing defender.
And Anthony Davis is hurt right now.
Yeah.
Was it tendinosis?
They moved it further back. Tendinosis.
What the fuck is tendinosis?
It's the nor'easter of sports industry.
Yeah. Is it different than tendinitis?
I think so.
It's an osis,
according
not an
to Skip Bayless, it was.
Right. The osis sounds scarier because you hear tendinitis or nitises all the time. Gingivitis, tendinitis, vagininitis.
I got a case of vagininitis.
Oh,
love them.
Yeah, I know. Can't get enough of it. Anyway, my point is, you don't hear of a gnosis.
No.
What's an osis?
I think that's a new term.
Osmosis
which is worse, a nitis or a nosis? Does a nosis come before a tear or a rupture?
I don't know. I don't want to say it.
That shit's scary.
Yeah, I know. Just ask Kevin.
Especially for the Lakers.
Yeah, I know.
But they're doing the right thing by sitting them out. Will they slide? I don't know. They just lost to the Wizards, who were playing better, by the way.
Right. Yeah, I saw a great tweet the other day that was just like, LeBron James loses to the Wizards, or like, he needs help. Steph Curry loses to the Brooklyn Nets. It's like, Steph Curry's washed. It's like, right. You motherfuckers.
Yeah, LeBron got a whole team of people behind him.
Right. The
LeBroniacs.
The deep state sports media.
Or they call them the Bronsexuals. Hilarious.
I told you, though, if it's Lakers Nets in the finals, I'm going Lakers, dude.
I would not do that.
You would you want to root for, and I love KD.
I live in Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn, man.
This isn't a KD thing because I still love KD despite my jokes towards him. I'll always be thankful for that run. I think we're one of the best teams of all time. It was really exciting to watch. That being said, I fucking hate James Harden, and I fucking hate Kyrie Irving. And
James Harden is behaving so well now. He's actually playing defense.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's hilarious.
He's got, I don't know. Every time I look at him now, I just think of like an overweight predator.
You look like Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, but anyway, let's see what I do want to talk about though. I'm happy to report that my faith in Kelly Oubre has paid off.
Yeah.
Tsunami Papi.
It's been restored.
Tsunami Papi is on the horizon. Okay, I can see him coming back. He's shooting like something like 48% from three in the month of February.
Maybe it's just a Black History Month thing.
Maybe. I think it's more about him, learning how to cut better and figuring out the timing of that Warriors offense and knowing that
the laws of averages usually come back into play, right? Yeah, I think it was just a shooting slump. Mm-hmm. But he's proven to be a quality player since he's been in the league, so I figured it would come back.
Yeah.
So,
So that's been really exciting because he's really good. And, God, I know it's his contract year, but, that was one of the Warriors' big moves, right, in the beginning of the dynasty was paying starter money for your sixth man off the bench, Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
I think if Joe Lacob, I don't know exactly what's happening with the salary cap and if they're going to be able to fit everybody, but if they can hold on to him, I definitely would. But right now, I'm not worried. I mean, Kelly Oubre has always brought the energy. He's a great defender. He's really long, and now the offense is really coming along to the point where him and Wiggs, you can count on them for about 15 to 20 points a game, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what else you can ask for with Oubs, but now
and then every now and then they've shown they can get hot and like give you around 30 points.
Right.
Well, Oubre had 40 at one time. Just
Right.
out the blue, just broke the slump out the blue, 40 points.
Right. Wiggins has yet to have I think he scored 25 in one game, but he's yet to have like a big game.
25 is like the max.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. I would love it if he could be one of those guys that could just have a great night. But like I said, it's not a rebuilding year, but we are still kind of waiting on Clay, because I think Wiggins will definitely what's the word? Blossom into the third option, or maybe even the fourth option if James Wiseman can develop fast enough. I was wondering, how long does it take a rookie to really sort of? I mean, obviously you get better every year, and then you start to decline. But
yeah,
how big is the jump typically between your first and second year?
I don't know. Probably more of a gradual thing.
Right.
Unless you're one of those super duper stars.
But I'm wondering if a year under this tutelage, if he'll be able to you like that fucking vocabulary word? But like a year under this, like if he'll be able to handle starting in the NBA.
He should be able to, because I think like what would be the roughest thing as a rookie, adjusting to the amount of games, the quick turnarounds, to travel. So yeah.
Also, just knowing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like right after that you get you just develop and get better.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take that long though, man. I think if he can stay healthy. How many games has he played this year, or how many did he miss? Like 4?
How many games did James Wiseman miss?
Yeah. Maybe 2 weeks worth, maybe.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, so he just got to adjust. Like it's tough to miss. Like, did he play against Utah? Have y'all played Utah yet?
No, we played Utah. We got smoked. They always play us well.
Now, the tough teams, you got to get in there against a tough team against the other Brahma Bulls of the league.
Yeah,
so it get broken in. But he'll be fine, man. He'll be fine.
All right, well, let's take a break. Let's hear from our sponsors. When we get back, we'll talk about an interesting trade rumor I heard. We'll do some predictions for the next few games.
The trade wire and predictions. Next on Warriors Brawl.
And what we need to do, and what are some spots that I'm still kind of like...
Worried about?
Man,
you're worried about everything.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah. I mean, I don't know what could possibly be boosting my paranoia these days. I don't know if the world, the world's completely fine. There's nothing that could be. Anyway, let's take a quick break from our sponsors. Attention sports fans, the DK Sportsbook is here. We have a partnership with DraftKings, and we're getting started with a huge offer. New bettors will get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. $1,000. That's more than the government gave me on this fucking coronavirus stimulus package. You hear me? I want it. No, anyway, create your DraftKings Sportsbook account. Make your first deposit of $5 or more. DraftKings will match your first deposit at 20% up to $1,000. Actually, this claim won't last forever. Bottom line is just claim now. So what you want to do is you want to go to DraftKings.com and enter the code BRAWL create your DraftKings DFS account, make a deposit. DraftKings will credit your account with the contestant entry. Draft your lineup and compete for millions in prizes. Go to dkng.co/partner to play. That's dkng.co/brawl. Act quickly. This offer will end quickly. A minimum $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. And we are also brought to you by everybody's favorite Manscaped. Fellas, make sure you're ready for whatever night you're about to have. Our friends at Manscaped are the global leaders in men's below-the-waist grooming and are here to tell you that you need the best tools for your tool so you can be ready for anything that may happen in a night. 2 million men are already trusting Manscaped products to groom. Make sure you're one of them. Listen, I have a girlfriend. Derek has a girlfriend. We, at times, have a tendency to maybe not take care of the best, not trim our junk as best as we can. I mean, I don't know. It's the pandemic. I mean, my junk's been looking like fucking Derek's hair lately.
Whoa, I have a haircut today.
All right, that's true.
Looking pretty.
You do look good. You look good. But let me tell you, the better you make it look down there, the more likely I think your lady will be willing to maybe, kiss your pee-pee a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It helps.
Do you notice that?
Nah, my girl's a freak. No, you're right, though. You're right. They like it nice and neat down there.
They like it nice and neat. You don't want a girl to fucking pull out pubic hair from her mouth after she's going. That's just so embarrassing. I feel so bad. And it just ruins the mood, okay? So the best way to get started is with the Manscaped Package Pack. The best way to get started is with the Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0. Sounds like my dick. For the best products to keep you looking, smelling, and feeling nice, the Perfect Package 3.0, sounds like my dick, is led by their revolutionary third-generation Lawnmower 3.0, which has advanced skin-safe technologies and features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. So it's a quick, safe way to trim your pubes that won't get any snags or tears, because Lord knows you don't want any of that downstairs. It's very scary. It's also waterproof, which means, you can take it into the shower and the sink, whatever you want. But let's be real. We smell the worst downstairs. And that's why I'm thankful for their Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver. These products keep our boys from sweating, smelling, and sticking. I mean, these products, they smell good. Their manly scent is attractive and will help set the mood, if you know what I mean. I mean, if you put some of this cologne down there, it's like your junk's gonna smell like a wooded forest and honeysuckle and dandelions. I mean, if a girl takes a whiff of your balls, she's gonna think she's whiffing a nice glass of Sauvignon Blanc. All right, let's be honest here. That's what we want. The Perfect Package 3.0 comes with a pair of Manscaped boxers, which we can always use more. I mean, I don't know about you, but
I had to lay some to rest this week.
Shit stains?
No, just big old holes.
Right. I can
from ripping farts out my ass.
Yeah, I buy the cheap Hanes, and my farts have just dissolved that fucking shit. So it's good to have at least one pair of boxers that I can now rely on. And and complete your. I talked about this already. You can complete it with the Refined Cologne Signature Scent by Manscaped. This cologne, like I said, will give your balls just the perfect smell.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know honeysuckle is actually an aphrodisiac.
Is it really?
Yeah, it works just like oysters and shit, man.
Nice.
And Barry White music. I don't know who I pulled out of.
Anyway, get 20% off with free shipping with the code BRAWL at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BRAWL at manscaped.com. That is 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code BRAWL. All right.
Manscaped.
All right.
Escape.
So now that we're back, I want to talk about some trade. Did you hear about this trade rumor that happened the other week?
No, do tell. Give me the scoop on that.
The Mavs allegedly called the Warriors and asked if they'd be interested in Kristaps Porzingis.
Ooh.
Gut reaction.
Ooh.
Do you like that idea of KP on the Warriors?
What would the was it just a one-way rumor, or was it rumored to be the package they were going to send for him?
It's a rumor. I don't know. Mark Cuban denied it, which I don't see why he wouldn't, because if it's not going through, then you don't want KP to be all, upset about it.
Try to trade me.
Yeah. Is that his accent? I don't know.
He's from Russia. you know, that's no good, Mark Cuban.
So, I don't know. Would you...
for Draymond, straight up.
For
Going.
No
but
way.
Porzingis isn't as good as he was with the Knicks. He did flash a little bit in the bubble, though. He was like, murdering the bubble
but
before he hurt his
so
knee.
injured all the time.
That is also
I don't like
true.
the injury proneness.
It is also true.
And these big guys, once they start getting injured, they just never can get out of it. It's just it follows them around.
Huge body
Look at
bouncing
Anthony
around
Davis,
on the injury.
Joel Embiid. I love these guys. I'm happy for what they've given to the game. Yada yada yada. But they get fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't want to trade Draymond for that. I don't want to trade Wiggins. I don't want to trade Oubre. Yeah. So then it's like, okay, do we give him some picks? And I'm not trading him Wiseman, I'll tell you that.
No, he's too good, too young.
Too good, too young. So unless they want to take, Brad Wanamaker off our hands.
That's the only way he makes it into that trade if he's like a small piece next to a bigger piece. Mm-hmm. So, I don't see that happening. So, because what Mark Cuban's going to ask for, they're not going to let him have.
Right. They'd probably ask for Wiggins or something.
Now, if you're talking about getting rid of Bazemore, Oubre, and maybe Wiggins, you lose a lot of wings.
No, definitely. You don't trade Wiggins. He's a foundational piece. Oubre, I'm assuming Oubre might be part of that because his contract ends at the end of the year, so maybe they're trying to free up cap space. So Oubre, if they took Oubre, that would hurt, but they'd have to take away some of the people who I don't like on the team. Brad Wanamaker and
he's in the doghouse.
Brad Wanamaker's I don't know. It's not that he's not good.
He just does a lot of things that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Like somebody you love, Draymond Green.
Draymond Green is so good, dude. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's a great defender.
How long you hold on to that trophy from 2015?
2017.
14.
2017,
13.
bitch.
12.
2017, you fucking bitch. This fucking guy. You can't be on a Warriors pod. You can't be on my fucking Warriors pod and fucking slander Draymond Green.
I only kidding, okay?
No, Brad,
the pieces don't match up for that trade though.
I don't know. He gets paid too much. He's injured too much. I don't know. But the other part of me is
I forgot to mention the big contract. That's his contract is huge, right?
Right.
So you have to unload money too. But I don't even know why Mark Cuban want to get rid of him. It might have just been a rumor.
I think he just needs. He's looking at his roster and he's like, we need to make this team less white.
The political climate is too much. I do just want to win, but now I got to win with black guys.
Right. I mean, right now they got him. They got Luka. They got Boban Marjanovic. They got. I think I got some other people too. I don't know.
Boban's the most famous 3 points per game player I've ever seen.
I love Boban, but yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up because I just don't see it. I mean, I know that we need to, if we want to compete for a championship, we're going to have to get.
You need to get bigger? You think you need to get bigger? I think you're big enough.
Not bigger. We just need more. I mean, I don't know if Clay and a fucking Clay that's had 2 disastrous injuries. I don't know how he's going to look. I mean, I hate to say it, but we don't know how he's going to look. Yeah. And then Steph Curry, I don't know if that's enough to fucking go up against that 3-headed monster out in Brooklyn.
That is a problem. How do you attack that? I think you need more bodies on the wing to attack that team. Need some stellar defenders. Need the Clay to come back.
You need James Wiseman to develop some footwork because he's the only one who can guard Kevin Durant.
Kevin would kill him out there.
He's got the size.
That's when a young man in the blender.
He's got.
Why don't you put the defensive player of the year on him?
He's got the same 7'6" wingspan. He's got the same amount of size. So technically, he could be, if he could stay in front of him, he could be the only one that could actually get a hand up in that fucking giant's face. But
James doesn't look like he had the fundamentals or the knowledge to play good defense yet.
Right.
Yeah, he looks out of position a lot.
What does he play, like 20 games since high school?
Yeah, see, he needs more time.
Yeah.
Don't want to throw him at Durant just yet. Let him guard Andre. What's his name? Andre.
DeAndre Jordan?
DeAndre Jordan, yeah.
That guy. So, yeah, that was something that came up this week. And like I said, yeah, the only person that I'm really getting worried about is Brad. Is Brad Wanamaker. I mean, he just can't.
You hate him.
I don't hate him. First of all, he's super small. Or at least he looks super small. Yeah. So that's a defensive liability, even though they say he's a pretty good defender.
He's a very good defender. He was like when the big guys were out, he was actually taking the bigger players, guarding them in the post.
But he's not hitting shots well. But we don't have a backup point guard.
He's a defensive high IQ guy.
For sure.
So when you play,
so he fits the war system in that.
So if you play Booker, you can bring him in, and he would give Booker probably a harder time defensively than anybody else on your team.
Yeah. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So he serves a purpose, but it's not a glamorous role, man.
But who could we get to fill that role instead? The only person that I can think of it would be a next year thing is if the Miami Heat decides to drop Andre Iguodala, he would come back to the Warriors in a second on a veteran's minimum.
Ain't that guy 1 billion years old?
I know. I still wanted to come back though. One last ride. I wanted to come back. Do you think? I mean, the fans would love it.
Give him your pitch right now. Beg Iggy to come back.
I don't think he would. I mean, he stayed. Listen, I can't believe that Miami was gave him a fucking $15 million a year for the next 2 to 3 years. That was insane to me.
That's stealing.
Was that?
That's stealing.
Well, from the Heat.
Yeah, he's robbing them guys.
So I didn't blame him for that, but I always just thought, he loves the Bay Area. He loves Steph Curry. Yeah. He loves the Warriors.
Any former good player, I'm pretty sure he can give you some burst.
Right.
Like some good possessions in the postseason.
Yeah.
So I don't know. 15 million is probably right. What's the veteran minimum? 15 sounds about right?
No, the veterans minimum is I think
it sounds fair for Iggy, right?
Right, but no, the veterans minimum I think in the league is $1 to $2 million.
Oh boy,
that's
what Anthony. That's what Carmelo Anthony was making last year. Goddamn.
That's what Kent Bazemore's making. He was making $10 million in his last team, but he chose a serious pay cut because he wanted to play with Steph Curry.
What's his last thing? Well, play with Curry, possibly get to the playoffs. And if you're thinking about before the season started, if Clay's coming back, you can contend.
Right. So yeah. And he's been great. I love Kent Bazemore. He's been lights out from the corner. He's so long. I mean, I love his energy.
He's Oubre 2.0. You got two the wings pretty much all do the same thing. Which is good.
Right.
Defend, bring energy, shoot open shots.
Right.
Well, make open shots. Anybody can shoot an open shot.
So, I mean, listen, I don't know if we're losing because of Brad Wanamaker right now. I mean, I can't.
No, it's because of Draymond. Get thrown out of the game.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, let's do some predictions. This next week is going to be a killer.
It's a gauntlet.
Yeah. It's going to be hard. We have the Pacers today at 7:30.
That's a tough game.
Yeah, and we should really. It's a revenge game.
Revenge.
Why is it that my Google is so weird now?
You know what's the game after that is a revenge game too.
The Hornets.
Revenge. At least you get them at home this time.
I'm gonna say we beat the Pacers tonight.
Yeah.
I know it's a back-to-back, but I think we're feeling good.
First 2 games, bro. I'm calling 2-0.
2-0. Okay. What are the next 2 games? You got them?
Got Pacers call that. You calling? They're gonna beat Charlotte too.
I think they're gonna win the next 2 games, but then they have
they have Lakers and Portland.
When are those games? I can't see it on my phone. I don't know.
Lakers are is the 28th, which will be before we come back. Portland's next Wednesday, so unless we
record next, so it's only 3 games.
Yeah,
we got okay. So
tonight against the Pacers. Friday against the Charlotte Hornets, and Sunday against the Lakers.
I feel bad because last time I was like, we're going to go 5-0, and we lost 2 of the games that we should have won. Even though we beat the Heat, which was a really cool win.
Well, I predicted 1 loss.
Yeah.
And the team I predicted would win loss.
I'm going to say we're going to go 2-1 in the next stretch. I don't know if we're going to beat the Lakers.
Perfect time to get them.
Perfect time to get him if there's any. I mean, we did beat him.
We
did beat him last time, full strength, and we did make a giant comeback, and I definitely jizzed. So it's
Schroeder gonna be back? Because Schroeder's not back. It's gonna be 3-0.
I don't know. Yeah,
Lakers have they look very bad without Schroeder and fucking AD out at the same time.
I mean, it's hard to. I mean, when you lose your second best player,
that's your top 3, maybe.
Davis. Yeah, exactly.
Schroeder better than KCP.
And also, Dennis Schroeder's the only one who can run the point when LeBron's on the bench. You know what I mean? So,
who did a horrible job with that team in the offseason? What's his name? Palinka.
Yeah,
Polenta.
Rob Lowe.
Plamena. Rob Lowe.
He looks like Rob Lowe, doesn't he?
He does a little bit. Yeah, if Rob Lowe was a little snarkier.
Right. And a blood-sucking agent in a past life. But
goddamn, he rode Kobe Bryant coattails right to the top of the organization. Fired Magic Johnson. All right, enough of that.
So Oh, is that did he fire Magic? I thought Magic Johnson left because he was like, I don't like doing this shit.
Well, what's his name? Pelinka. He was a major obstacle. They didn't get along.
So yeah, if we can get some wins together, we're only a half game back from the Nuggets. We're a game and a half behind the Trailblazers.
So close.
And the Spurs. But the Spurs are taking some time. They need to catch up with some games because they got some Corona stuff. So, yeah, I think we're going to keep an eye on these standings like we have all year. If we can just get to that 6th spot, I'll feel a lot better.
Yeah, the 6th spot is the 5th or 4th spot is the sweet spot, really.
Although right now the Lakers
6, 7, 6, 7, and 8 go against 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if we're in the 6th spot, we'd be facing the Lakers right now. But I think they'll be able to get back to the 2 spot. But yeah, the Jazz I think
that's
are definitely
interesting. The Lakers game would be pretty series would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Wiseman get a chance to get baptized in the fire. Going against Anthony Davis.
Well, no, he's not playing because of the tendinosis.
No, by the time, I was thinking the matchups as far as playoff matchup. I'm assuming he'll be back by then. But dude, how rusty is he going to be? Is he going to trust that injury?
I just love watching James Wiseman. He's the most exciting thing to me this year, outside of the Steph Curry fireworks. But I just think he's just so dynamic and so crafty around the rim and
he's something you haven't had on that team since Durant left. He's like
a big dude.
Physically, it's like incredible what he can do as far as his size.
At 19.
Yeah. He might grow some more.
Exactly. He'll definitely
he might
get
have
more.
another inch or two left to grow. That shit's nuts.
Yeah, dude.
Congratulations to the great Steph Curry on making your how many All-Star teams is this? He's
a lot.
Is he double-digit guy yet?
I think so. Yeah,
he got to be because he's been in the league at least 10 years.
Actually, right? Yeah, but now he's a starter this year. I think there was a year when he didn't make it as a starter because of James Harden or whatever. And
he's good, James Harden. I'm just fucking with you.
James Harden is not good.
You hate him. Oh, he's good. Game 1 through 82.
Yeah, he's great in the regular season. Enjoy what happens in the postseason with him, Brooklyn, because it happens every year, and I've yet to be proven wrong.
Yeah, at some point every year he just rolls. He lays an egg.
Several eggs.
But he could still lay. He could lay like 6 eggs this year and still make it to the finals.
But I think no. I mean, Steph Curry is obviously the guard to be. I mean, I think the fact that Luka Doncic is starting over Damian Lillard or Devin Booker, who got completely snubbed.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, their record fucking sucks.
Well,
This is racism.
You've been hanging around me too long, dude. Yo, it's a popularity contest, man.
Yeah, and why is he popular?
And Derrick Rose said this to me, and it made sense because I was thinking the white thing too, the great white hype.
Right.
But not Derrick Rose, Jalen Rose broke it down. He was like, Luka has a whole country voting for him. I'm like, that's right. He does have that's a lot of numbers.
Yeah. Lithuania? Is there that many people in Lithuania that are watching Luka Doncic?
Yeah, they love basketball over there.
I guess so. Yeah.
I remember them from the first Dream Team. They would have won the team that didn't stink completely.
Yeah.
But they love basketball. He got a whole country vote for him. I was like, that makes sense. It's not just Dallas, huh? Yeah. And then on top of that, he's actually good. It's a popularity contest. If you're talking about who's a better player, I'm taking Dame.
Yeah.
If you're talking about if you're taking the best player on the team with a winning record, Luka's out because the Mavericks are doo-doo.
Right.
A lot of people had him picked pretty high, too. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had him like 3rd in the West.
Right, then
maybe second in the West.
MVP year for Luka, da-da-da.
All off a first-round exit.
Right.
The hype machine be rolling, baby. You can't stop the hype machine.
My roommate was insufferable. He's like, I love Luka Doncic.
You sound just like us.
Luka Doncic is going to win MVP. Trust me, bro. He's going to be the greatest basketball player of all time. I haven't heard nothing from my roommate this year. Nothing.
He's on a new team.
Yeah.
Nah, he hasn't jumped on the Nets bandwagon yet, which is surprising.
I know. Well,
that's the most popular bandwagon right now.
No, he's back to being a LeBron guy, which is fine. Because I might be too.
LeBron's good, man.
Just to fuck with Kevin Durant. Anyway, that's been Warriors Brawl. Thank you guys so much for listening. Yes. I just got some good news from our producers. We are growing a little bit, and I think they're going to make it a point to, us out there, which is so great. We love doing this. So, yeah, thank you to everybody who's been listening. And we're going to be back next week giving you some more great hot takes for the Warriors.
Hopefully we'll come back.
Let's go get
maybe we'll come back to a 4-game win streak. That'd be nice.
That'd be insane. Yeah.
Sick.
Let's hope. All right, we'll see you guys later. Keep the faith. We believe.
Yes. Peace.